Getting a customer on board is a great feeling. But do you know what's even better? Customer loyalty. Come what may, the customer chooses you over the competitor. But how do you exactly achieve this much needed customer loyalty? In this video, we will look at answering this question through the concept of customer loyalty ladder. Ensure that you watch the video right till the end because I'll be taking you guys through the entire concept and understand the stages of the customer loyalty ladder. So without further ado, let's get started. Hello everyone and welcome back to the Marketing Empress. If you are new here, I'm so excited to have you on board. My name is Samradhani and I create content on all things marketing. On this channel, I upload videos every Tuesdays, Thursdays and Saturdays, and there's a lot to learn about marketing that I cover on this channel. So if you haven't subscribed to it yet, please go ahead and do that first before we get into the video, because you want to be notified each time some content on marketing gets uploaded on this particular channel. So without further ado, let's jump right into the content of this video. In this video, we will cover answers to the following questions. What is the loyalty ladder? Why is customer loyalty important? What are the stages of the loyalty ladder? And how do you move your customers up the loyalty ladder? Lastly, we look at some ways to maintain customer loyalty. Now let's look at each of them in detail. What is the loyalty ladder? Now simply put, the loyalty ladder, the customer loyalty ladder is a marketing framework that is used by marketers to understand the loyalty that a customer has towards their brand. It also enables them to find a path to ensure that the customer loyalty towards the brand increases. More often than not, it always is the case that the first purchase might be a little easy to come by, but repeat purchases can be a difficult task. But the progress that the person makes or the customer makes on the loyalty ladder is determined by the relationship manager. Okay, so in an organization, the relationship manager in this case also plays a major role. Let's try to understand what exactly happens here. See, when you have the customer at the bottom level of the ladder, you know that the marketing manager has put in the efforts to ensure that the customer at least reaches the bottommost part of the ladder. But whether the customer goes off the ladder from here or goes up the ladder from here is determined by the relationship manager. So there are stages in the loyalty ladder where the job roles or the responsibilities of a marketing manager and a relationship manager will collide. However, having said that, it's also important to note that the movement of the customer on the top or at the bottom of the loyalty ladder can get influenced by certain external factors. Okay, now what are these external factors? These factors could be something around, say for example, I buy a product and I am at the bottommost ladder stage for a particular brand. But I find another different deal which is slightly better than what I was currently looking at. And I've bought the first product, but I do not want to have a repeat purchase because that particular product seems more interesting. So these are some external factors that possibly a relationship manager cannot handle at a stage which is at the bottommost. However, it's important to note that as the customer goes up the loyalty ladder, these external factors are minimized. Now, before we get into understanding the customer loyalty ladder, let's just pause and look at the importance of having customer loyalty. Why is customer loyalty important? Now, in a nutshell, customer loyalty is important because it provides your customers with some sort of associations. As a psychological thing, it's not something that you and I could have realized with just basic purchases, but it is something that we all come up or encounter. The fact is that the consumer, the customer, always associates certain feelings with a particular brand or product. And the more positive these associations are, the more better it is for the brand to stay in the mind of your consumers. That, in simple terms, is known as loyalty. But if I were to take you guys through the 5 ways in which customer loyalty is important, these will look something like this.
Number 1. Repeat purchase.
Now, this is the most obvious one, right? Because your customer loyalty will ensure that your customer takes some time out to ensure that they go ahead and buy that same brand again. There are repeat purchases possible only when you have some amount of customer loyalty coming into the play.
Number 2. More revenue options.
Now, it's known that customer loyalty for a particular brand or a brand segment can help other segments by the same company. Because you trust a brand X by this particular company, you are more open to experiment with a possible brand Y as well in the future.
Number 3. You get to create brand advocates.
Now, the concept of brand advocates is covered in detail on the Marketing Empress blog, and if you guys are not aware of what brand advocates are, you can go ahead and check out the link in the description box where I've put in an article talking about the entire concept of brand advocacy. Okay, so ensure that you do that. But for the sake of this video, let me just talk to you a little about what brand advocates are. These are people who are so happy with your product or your brand that they are willing to go all the way in recommending your brand or your product.
Number 4. You have scope for improvement.
I think this is so very important because it becomes very difficult for brands to get honest feedback from their customers. And trust me, a customer who is loyal to your brand is more likely to provide you with honest feedback that you can later use to improvise on your product offering.
And lastly, you get the much needed edge against competitors.
Understand that your competitors' aim in life is to snatch that amazing customer that you already have. The only way to stop that from happening is if there is some amount of loyalty being created in the mind of your customer that they will not move away to your competitors. Now let's understand the entire loyalty ladder, the stages, and what is it that you need to do in each of these stages.
Now, in essence, the loyalty ladder looks something like this. A customer starts from the very bottom and moves up to the top. Let's understand each of these stages in detail. Stage 1. The prospect.
Now, a prospect is someone who has come across your marketing communication but has not bought your product yet. He or she can be a potential buyer. They might have come across your advertising campaign, they must have reacted to it, interacted with it, but they've not yet purchased the product. They've not become your client as yet. Okay, so that's a prospect.
Stage 2. The customer.
Now, a customer is someone who has interacted with your advertising or marketing communication. He or she has come across your ad campaign and has liked it and has made the first ever purchase. Now, this stage is the most crucial stage on the loyalty ladder because you have to ensure that you provide such satisfaction to your customer that the customer wants to go up the loyalty ladder instead of going off the loyalty ladder.
Stage 3. The client.
Now, the client stage is a little more advanced as compared to the customer stage. Here, we are taking into account any and everyone who has made a purchase and has ensured a repeat purchase. Now, mind you, a repeat purchase in this case need not be someone who has bought your brand or product for 7 to 8 times or something like that. It can be as low as even 2 purchases. That's also a repeat purchase, right? So, all of those people will fall under the category of a client.
Stage 4. The supporter.
Now, this is the stage where your customer is extremely loyal to you, but they haven't yet become your advocates. Okay, so they are satisfied with the usage of the product to the extent that they are willing to go ahead with a repeat purchase, not only in the category that they've purchased in before, they are also willing to experiment with other categories that you have to offer.
Stage 5. The advocates.
Now, obviously, this is one of the most important stages for a marketer, and they would want all of their customers to directly reach up to this top stage in the loyalty ladder, where the customer is loyal to the extent that they want to recommend your product to someone else as well.
So the question that arises then is, how do you move your customers up the loyalty ladder?
Now, did you know, according to the Harvard Business Review, it takes more than 5 to 25 times the effort and the money to get on board a new customer as against retaining a current customer. Now, this makes a lot of sense, guys. What it means is that it's so much easier and it's so much beneficial as well in the long run to ensure that you've retained your current customers instead of taking new customers on board. Because it's simple logic, right? If you're taking a new customer on board, you are actually going through the entire process of loyalty ladder. Whereas when it comes to retaining your current customers, it's going to be an easier. So your entire advertising or marketing efforts need to be focused around ensuring that your customer becomes your advocate. Okay, now how does this exactly happen is by providing an emotional utility. Understand that only providing a functional benefit to a person or a customer is not going to have that good an effect in comparison to when you add an emotional connect to the brand. Customers are more likely to stick around. Another way to ensure that the customers move up the loyalty ladder is if you ensure maximum engagement. Now, this engagement can be in the form of consumers providing you feedback and even ensuring that the process of buying in is extremely smooth to the extent that the person actually goes and leaves a positive review or a positive feedback. This kind of engagement can go in and work brilliantly for your brand. So you need to have your marketing efforts directed in a way that this happens. Another great way is to provide personalized offering, right? Because personalization is something customers love. If you make them feel special, there is no better thing that they can ask for from your brand. Okay, so you can offer personalized offerings. Lastly, another way to ensure that your loyalty ladder game is up is if you ensure that you have incentivized repeat purchases. What I mean to say is you may have come across these brands which say that if you buy within 6 months, you will get a benefit. Okay, so if I've bought a particular product and if I've bought a similar or any other product from that particular brand over a period of 6 months, I get some amount of discount. Now I am incentivizing a repeat purchase and that's bound to work in my favor.
So, what are the ways in which we can maintain customer loyalty?
Now understand that even if you've ensured that the customer has gone to the maximum stage of the loyalty ladder, which is the advocate stage, you need to ensure that the customer stays there. Okay, so your job is not done when the customer reaches the top. Your job is still very much prevalent because you need to ensure that the person stays right up there. Okay, but how exactly can you do that? Let's look at the following ways.
Number 1. Build strong customer-employee relations.
Now, this is more applicable to brands which are taking into account one-on-one sale conversion. Okay, so it all depends on how well your sales representative is convincing your customer about the benefits of the brand that the customer gives in fine.
Number 2. Improvise on your quality.
Now, your product might be the best there is in the market, but understand that your competitor is not just sitting down and fiddling with his fingers or something like that. They are looking for you to make that one laid back decision that will ensure that the competitor moves up and replaces your position. So ensure that you are improving on your offerings regularly.
Number 3. Personalize your marketing efforts.
As I mentioned earlier, personalization goes a long way. The more unique you make your customers feel, the better connect they will have with your brand. But understand that this is a long process which starts off by knowing your customers inside out. If you do not know your customer well, this particular thing is not happening at all.
Number 4. Stay connected.
Send those emails to your customers. Make them feel wanted. Make them feel that personalization part come in. You can do this through the process of drip marketing. If you do not know what drip marketing is, I have another video on that and I'll link it somewhere on the top so you guys can go through that. But indulge in a lot of drip marketing so that your customers feel wanted and eventually lead to repeat purchases and repetitive sales. So that's it for today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed and learned something out of it. If you did, let us know your valuable feedback in the comments below. Appreciation, criticism, anything, we are all up for it. And of course, before you leave, ensure that you like the video, subscribe to the channel by hitting the bell notification icon so that the next time around we come up with any other marketing concept video, you guys are notified about it. Until next time, bye bye.